Alexander Volkov versus Greg Hardy takes place in the co-main event of UFC Fight Night 163, Moscow, Zabit versus Kattar. This is a great fight. I'm glad Greg Hardy stepped on short notice. However, there is a chance he can win this one. I'm not going to go with him. I'm going to go with Volkov. I think it's the smart thing. Everything leans in his favor. However, there are some variables that I would like to discuss as to how Greg Hardy could be a threat. First of all, Volkov is coming off a brutal KO against Derek Lewis. So that's not very good. That's the second one of his career, and he hasn't been KO'd in a long time before then. So that's the first one after a while. He's coming back into the ring, and he's fighting a guy who's going to be vicious in the first round. And it's heavyweight, so this is the division of upsets. If there is a division where nothing makes sense, and experience can sometimes mean nothing, it's the fucking heavyweight division, okay? And Greg Hardy has a chance here. I don't think he has much of a chance. Listen, if he went out there and dismantled Ben Sassoli, trust me, if he went out there and beat the shit out of Ben Sassoli and destroyed him in the first round and there was no controversy, and if he destroyed Juan Adams, because if you look at Greg Hardy's finishes, they're just kind of retardation from the opponents more than anything. I know he has those big KOs on the Contender Series, and he fought at that other event as well that he had some big KOs with, but then he came to the UFC and it just... Dmitry Smolyakov just sort of went into a spastic rage and just sprinted at him, like, had no idea what he was doing, and then rolled over and died, basically. So that was a win, I guess. Then Alan Crowder's situation was just retarded as well. I'm just being honest here about Greg Hardy's resume right now. Then you go to Juan Adams, and it was literally, again, Juan Adams' Neanderthal brain just clinging onto a single leg for dear life for no reason, allowing your head to be mushed into a pulp. So that wasn't a clear knockout. I don't know. I think that a lot of Greg Hardy's wins here have been from his opponents messing up more than anything. However, if there is a guy who is known to mess up now and again, it is Alexander Volkov. He's not the smartest man in the world. He was beating Derek Lewis for 2.75 rounds. You know what I mean? 2.75 rounds. He was destroying him. Then he just jumps in at the end for no reason. So if there's someone with little brain cells, it's Volkov. I just feel like the reach is going to be... I just feel like he establishes a reach. He's got a nice little jab on him. I know Greg Hardy's dangerous and he's a big guy, but Volkov's 6'7". Volkov is basically Volkov is basically Struve 2.0. That's what it is. Alexander Struve 2.0 Volkov. That's all it is. You know what I mean? If Struve's I just see him as a better version of Struve. Like a version of Struve with all the gifts that Struve has. And he destroyed Struve as well. But Struve just doesn't know how to fight, basically. And Volkov does. Volkov has destroyed a lot of guys on the roster. Fabricio Verdum, Stefan Struve, Roy Nelson, Timothy Johnson. Went through a bunch of guys. But we'll see what happens, man. And he was destroying Derek Lewis, which Ivanov couldn't do last weekend. So, yeah. I'm going to go with Struve here. I mean, not Struve, but he might as well be fucking Struve. But Alexander Volkov. I'm going to go with Volkov. I think he's going to get the job done. I think he'll finish it in the third. I don't see this being a smoke show for Volkov. I think that Greg Hardy's going to sort of spaz some limbs back at him in the first round. And then we're going to see Volkov just kind of pick him apart a little bit. There's no asthma pump for this third round, Greg Hardy. You know what I mean? Volkov's going to pick him apart. I like Volkov in this fight. There's a chance though, man. And listen, the part of my brain that made me pick Nate Diaz is screaming at me to go with Greg Hardy just for the fun. Like, sometimes you don't even have to be accurate with predictions. Just have some fun with it, you know? Just bet on a nice little underdog that has a good chance of winning. And just look really cool when you look right. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just don't see it happening, man. If he'd went out there and smoked Ben Sassoli, he took Ben Sassoli to a decision and didn't look amazing. I mean, he went 3 rounds, but Ben Sassoli ain't no fucking Volkov. Ben Sassoli's a fucking budget Mark Hunt, basically, with just terrible movement. So yeah, I'm going to go with Volkov here. I think he'll get the job done. He's too experienced. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Click that button there. Good. Wait, winner. The winner and loser of the fight. We're not going yet. We're not going yet. Stay still. Stay still. You ain't going fucking anywhere, okay? We need to talk about the winner and the loser. The winner of this fight should take on... If it's Volkov, I wouldn't mind seeing Volkov versus Overeem on short notice if he's down. Listen, if Greg Hardy goes out there and KOs Volkov in the first round, imagine if Greg Hardy just goes, oh yeah, I'll take the Overeem fight as well. I can imagine him doing that. He just did it right now. Took a fight a few weeks later, and if he goes out there and KOs Volkov, I don't care what happened. If you fill in for Overeem as well and make that a main event, man, I'm on board with you. I can forget some things, you know what I mean? Like, you're saving cards out here. We need to be a little bit more thankful of Greg Hardy. So I'm kind of rooting for him. But I feel like if he does win this and doesn't want to take that short notice fight, he can maybe go for the Derek Lewis fight. I know they've had some words back and forth. Derek Lewis has already beat one woman beater up, so time for another wife beater on the list. But yeah, tough division to find fights in right now. It's all a bit of a log jam because DC gets to go to a trilogy. And that's crazy. That whole division's been held up for about a year now. Just with Stipe and DC. Derek Lewis obviously had his shot, but it was on short notice. He really didn't do anything to DC either. I don't know, man. It's kind of a fucked place to be. Maybe the winner can get Ngannou. Maybe the winner can get Blades. Blades needs a win. So the winner of this one can maybe take on Blades if it's Volkov. The loser can take on Maurice Green, who just lost recently and is reasonably quite easy to beat, to be honest with you. So they can bounce back. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Click that button there. I'll see you later. Goodbye.